Tapped in episode number 2. It's been quite a week. Not in the best of conditions, but here we are again. As always, I'm Juju. Accompanied me is my co-host Flick. How's it going, man?
Man, sick as oh wait, 30 seconds. I'm just sick, man, but just gotta do what you gotta do.
No, man. It's funny because you wake up and you feel like you have all this energy, and like all of a sudden it feels like you've been hit by a car.
Yeah,
Your
man. Oh
body's
dude.
just so sore and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a cold though. I don't have COVID, but yesterday my body was aching, man.
I
But
mean, we've been in Chicago long enough to know, but
yeah.
it doesn't get better. It does not get better.
No, man. And this
You'll
weather,
be in February, and you're still gonna be in like at least 3 to 4 feet of snow.
I
Just
know, man, the weather here hits you like crazy. I mean, today was extremely nice out. Yesterday too. Really, really nice out. The day before that, I was practically growing icicles on my testicles, man. I mean, I don't know how it was around your neck of the woods, but over here it was pretty damn cold.
yeah, no, I'm a big guy, but like it was windy, and like I couldn't feel like the lower part of my body. So like all of a sudden you get in the house and it's like the heaters are on. And then you start getting the feeling of, damn, I haven't felt my balls in a while. And like,
Yeah,
the warmness feels nice.
yeah, Chicago weather's crazy, bipolar as fuck. But I love this time of year. Fall is my favorite season. You
Oh,
know,
yeah, definitely, dude. It just sets you up real nice for the end of the year. It
yeah,
just it comes
it's
right
nice
after
and
my
all.
birthday. You got Halloween, you got your Thanksgiving, you got
Yeah, fatten you up, man. My mother throws down on Thanksgiving, man. It's like we look forward to it every year. We don't even sell like. Come on, man. Everybody just does it for the food now. We don't give a
oh
shit about
yeah.
history. Yeah.
No, listen, my family, we'll all gather around Thanksgiving time. I remember I want to say this was like 5 years ago. My father didn't even know what Thanksgiving was, but he brought this big bucket of KFC,
Hell
and
yeah.
that's our equivalent to a turkey.
Oh man, I remember back then when I was little and we did Thanksgiving. My mother would make her signature dishes that she makes every year, only for Thanksgiving. Is a candy sweet potato
Mm,
casserole,
that's nice.
string bean casserole. We get rotisserie chicken. But before then, back then when I was little, my grandparents would stop by. I think it was Buffalo Joe's. You ever been around there?
Yeah, I've been around.
Best wings I've ever had in my life. I haven't been there in like over a decade, but last time I remember, best wings I've ever had. My grandparents would stop there, get a big ass tinfoil uh like tray full of chicken wings. So as a kid, I was excited for the chicken wings. I didn't care about no history, no whatever happened, Native Americans, Pilgrims. That didn't matter to me. I got my chicken wings, man.
No, one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving was right. So we weren't in tune, right? We weren't tapped in. Haha, I mentioned the title. Anyway, we weren't tapped into what Thanksgiving was, but we saw all these families with these big turkeys. And my family hates turkey, so we just brought KFC. And I remember we're all sitting down at the family dinner table, and even though we're not super religious, we all said a quick prayer. I wasn't aware of this, so I just started eating the chicken. So I'm gobbling this chicken. Everybody's like holding hands, saying a prayer. You just hear just like the most inhumane sounds of somebody eating chicken. And I remember I was so stupid. Everybody was closing their eyes and they were like singing folk songs and shit. I just remember, like, keep in mind, I already bit this chicken. It's like probably 2/3 down. I grab it with my hands, with my greasy, stubby hands, and I just like put it back into the basket. and just like pretend that I'm doing the prayer with them. Dude,
Yeah,
amazing times.
dude, man, all those KFC talk, you know exactly what that reminds me of,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Yeah, man, that freaking party at an old
Oh,
friend's house when we graduated eighth grade, man. I was the only
I,
mother.
dude, I need you to understand. This was not a bring your own food party. You could have walked in. You could have gotten your food. You could have gotten your plate.
My family, the thing with my family and I is every time it's an event, a party, anything, we're invited somewhere. We can never come empty-handed, man. It's not right, you know.
I understand.
So of course, it, it was a fairly big party. A lot of adults, a lot of our old friends.
Yeah.
Naturally, I'd get the six-piece bucket, because that's the type of friend that I was, and I still am, But it
Hey
sucked
man,
because
listen. This man, if you die, he's gonna bring your mourning family a big 6-piece bucket, and you're gonna take it, man. That's the
hey,
type of friend you are.
my mother always told me that big things come in small packages. So
In
big,
this
big
case, it's
gift.
a 6-piece
Yeah.
bucket.
So it was the thought that counted. I meant well. Okay. I thought it was nice. I thought it was kind, but I don't know. It was kind of sad because nobody ate my KFC. I even brought the biscuits and everything. And I forgot what else I brought. I think potato wedges.
This
Uh,
man brought a whole family meal. I need you to understand. It was a
yeah,
whole thing.
I brought a family meal for like four people, But since nobody ate my KFC, I was kind of just digging in myself. It was, and nobody cared.
There's
Nobody noticed.
hamburgers, there's hot dogs, there's all this food. This man
All
brings
kinds
in
of
some
salads.
KFC. Yeah. Hey man, you know what? You're right. It was a thought that counts. I showed
Yeah,
up and I showed up and just broke in. I just there was no thought behind it. Look, you already know this, but like my father's kind of impatient, and he had to go pick up my mother. So he was
yeah,
like, dude, nobody's coming to get you. So either you get in there or I'm leaving, and you're coming with me. So I'm like trying to find a way in. We drive around the block. We end up in the alley, and he notices that our friend's family is
yeah.
behind the fence, and he's trying to get their attention, but it's not working.
But
So what does he do? The most genius idea that has ever come to mind. He reaches his hand over this fence and just starts tugging at the chain. He eventually lets it free, and so he breaks me into this man's house, and I just come in unannounced, and I just see like these white people just staring at me like I'm here
yeah.
to rob them. And then like all of a sudden, right, our friend who's also coming to the party just casually walks in through the front. Immediately as I just walked and just broke into this man's house, it just and what's worse is that by the end, even though I've seen the entrance and I know where to get out, I still leave the same way I came
Oh
in,
my, oh my
and
God,
I
man,
break myself out. It was a great time. Just
dude. Oh man, those simpler times, man. But I just can't imagine the fear of the mother when she realizes that this big dude is coming out of the.
imagine you're seeing a 260 pound, six not even six, more like 5'10" ish man just breaking into your house, and he's telling something, andale, 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 andale. And he's like, hurry up in there. I bring in nothing. I'm not contributing to anything. I just
Yeah, you're
broke in
wearing
and
your
took a seat.
freaking, wasn't it your cholo shirt?
Yeah, it was. It was like this attempt to be fancy. I didn't know what the theme was.
Dude, man, I thought, what the fuck did the cartel have to do with us?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. Uh, Going back to the KFC, man, I gotta put this out there. First of all, we're not like that big on KFC, delicious food, but we're more Popeyes people, okay? So, but
Popos.
whenever there was an event and we didn't want to come empty-handed, KFC always got our back. Same old six-piece bucket. I think it was six piece. I don't know, a bucket of chicken, some potato wedges, and some biscuits. Um, when my little sister was going to this one Christian school near our school at the time in elementary, uh, they it was International Week, and on the last day it was Friday. They were doing some big event. I think it was on Friday. They were doing some. No, it was a Thursday. It don't matter. They were doing this big event in the gym where everybody, all the families, bring food from their culture, and you had all kinds of cultures. You had freaking Puerto Rican and Cubans, all kinds of Hispanics, all kinds of Asians. You had Middle Eastern food. Oh, good shit, man. You had Jamaican food, jerk
The
chicken, all
melting pot of America in this small gym.
that. Yeah, yeah, man. So, and the school is really far from where we live, right?
Right.
So far. My mom's like, no, I'm not cooking, and I got work. So, so what did she do? She went to KFC and got the bucket of chicken and the biscuits, and listen, you gotta understand this gym. It was a pretty big gym. Okay, slightly bigger than the gym that we had in our elementary school. Okay, so picture that, and picture just a fuck ton of families. Okay, it was a full house, food everywhere. It surrounded the entire tables of food surrounded the entire gym. Okay,
My God, man.
and then we walk in with the bag of KFC. Okay, we
You
got a lot of
represent your
looks.
culture, man. Just
You gotta understand, like we got all kinds of looks because everybody was throwing down. Everybody all kinds of tinfoil trays and platters, colorful, flavorful, seasoned food. And we walk in with a small bag of KFC, and the woman that was guiding us to one of the tables that was empty said, well, the look on her face was shocked because like she thought, is this a joke? And she realized, no, we're serious. She's like,
this
oh,
is my
right this way.
national dish. Why are you
Yeah,
disrespecting us?
yeah. And listen, we have our culture. Um, Mainly it's Guatemalan culture, but I mean, a lot of the food in Guatemala is basically just the same shit in Mexico, and there's already a bunch of Mexican food, so it didn't really matter. But still, we couldn't come empty-handed, so we just decided to represent America with the fried chicken. So we set the food down, and it's a long, long line for everybody to fill up their plates. By the time I get to where the KFC is, there's no more freaking chicken, man. It's like the first six people already finished all the chicken. First six people in line already finished all the chicken, man.
Hey,
So I
man,
was kind of,
you gave him that Guatemalan experience. Just
yeah, no, all, what is it, 11 herbs and spices really brings out that Guatemalan rich flavor. So,
definitely.
but at the end of the day, fuck KFC, man. Popeyes is way better.
Here you go again with this fucking bullshit. We've gone through
Again,
this a million times. Listen,
listen,
man.
you
Listen,
can't even
listen,
have
listen,
it.
listen. The Colonel might be racist, but he makes some pretty good damn fucking chicken, all right?
No, I'm not going to disagree with that. It's just that KFC. I mean, Popeyes is better, okay? And you can't even have an opinion because you've never even had Popeyes.
I've had it like once, maybe.
You've had it once, and it was only the biscuits. I will say that the biscuits are dry,
Yeah.
just a little. But why would you eat the biscuits alone, man? That's your mistake.
I mean,
I'll feel like an idiot. Listen, you can't even have an opinion. You can't argue with me until you've had a full meal of Popeyes, bitch.
nah, 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 nah. We all know KFC is superior, man. Like, it's not even a competition. Like, you can't beat how good their goddamn fucking fried, crispy, whatever the fuck chicken is.
Listen, man. Popeyes got crispy ass chicken too.
Not
Good.
better than KFC. I can tell you that.
I will say this though: we can go back and forth all we want about Popeye and KFC, but and I've never had it because there isn't one anywhere near us. But I've heard some really, really, really good things about Jollibee. You know about Jollibee?
I've heard of it, but I'm in the same boat. I've never tried it.
Yeah. So even like big Popeyes, like chicken sandwich enthusiasts, um, they switch over to Jollibee, right? So that tells me that this is some real shit. Only once I've ever had the Popeyes chicken sandwich. That shit was juicy as
Ooh,
fuck. It
I
was,
will say this. When was it? I don't want to get the date wrong. I think it was either 2019, 2018. I'm not sure. But they came out with like this chicken sandwich. The whole world was losing their minds.
yeah.
You had people actually lining up for like hours. And I mean hours. Just standing in the line just to get this chicken sandwich. And look, I'm no
It wasn't the
conspiracy.
Popeyes. It wasn't the Popeyes chicken sandwich, was it?
I'm not sure. Was it or was it?
Because I know that,
I'm pretty sure it was a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
yeah, because I know that when that sandwich, like, there was a lot of people going crazy over that sandwich.
Oh yeah, no, but look, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I'm pretty sure like in 30 years, people are gonna be like in those mesothelioma ads saying, "Oh, this chicken sandwich gave me cancer" or
Oh
something.
my god! I mean, I won't be surprised, man. Fast food is always gonna fuck you up at some point. Um, Only once, and it was over the summer, so it was pretty recent. I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich, pretty damn good, and I love pickles. And pickles on chicken sandwiches, just A plus right there.
Yeah.
But every time I see a picture or a video of somebody doing a review on the Jollibee chicken sandwiches, it's like the taste bud equivalent of getting blue balls, man. Because it's like, I mean, just look at it, man. Crispy, juicy, flavorful. Everything you could ever want a chicken sandwich, but like better, from what I've heard.
It's like
So we could argue all
it's
we
like the
want.
goddamn mecca of all fucking chicken sandwich.
So we could argue all we want, but I mean, there's better fried chicken out there. I've definitely had better fried chicken than KFC and Popeyes. And it's a little family owned business that my aunt took me to. It's called Brown Chicken.
Hmm.
Brown's Chicken. Um, and my aunt was telling me that this fried chicken recipe is the closest that she's ever tasted to her grandmother's fried chicken recipe. And when I tried that shit blew me away, man. Never had fried chicken like that before. So
I
it
mean,
definitely top Popeyes, but you know,
we can argue like you said all day about these like establishments and whatnot, but at least you're not McDonald's, you know.
fuck that shit, man.
McDonald's is like the one night stand of fast foods.
I hate McDonald's, man. And
Yeah, no, I haven't had McDonald's in like a very long time, but I mean, it's like the trashy shit that people won't admit to, but like they have it occasionally. Um,
yeah, I
yeah,
have it rarely, man. Rarely. And I love chicken sandwiches. Fried chicken sandwiches are sometimes my go-to in fast food restaurants. So,
no, bring up McDonald's because it's since we're talking about Thanksgiving and whatnot,
mm,
and we're talking about KF, I talked about how KFC was like my family's Thanksgiving tradition. It just
yeah.
reminds me of that Donald Trump thing where he just brought all the soldiers Big Macs.
Oh my
It's
god.
just imagine. I'm just like in my mind, I'm struggling to picture this. Like you just got back from war, you saw your homie get sniped in the head or something, and you think, what a great time to relax. I'm in the Oval Office. I'm meeting the president. And what the fuck does he treat me to? Some fucking Big Macs, and I think that's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's kind of disrespectful, probably, but it's hilarious, man. Especially since Big Macs are so overhyped. And yeah, it's not even the best thing on the fucking menu.
Look, everybody's in it for Ron's creamy surprise. It's just,
Ah, yeah, that shit.
I
I
don't
remember
know,
that
man.
shit.
Look, I'm no expert cuisine, whatever the fuck. I'm not no chef, but if I had people who defended my country, I don't know if the first thing that I'm feeding them is fucking Big Macs. I think I'm giving them a traditional standard Thanksgiving meal. Just
Yeah, something
honor
fill,
with,
something
yeah, something
filling
with
with
honor.
nutrition,
No, no, no.
nutritional
Look,
value.
I'm not saying that you can't. If you're a soldier, you can't eat junk food or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I just
Yeah,
saw my homie get sniped. I don't want to fucking eat a Big
yeah, like
Mac. Treat me to some fucking high honor
they
shit,
just
dude.
got home from a tragic event. Like this, all this traumatic shit happened yesterday. You think that you would come home, meet the president, and sit and eat supper with the president, and it'd be
And
something that,
you know very well Donald Trump was sitting right next to him, like, this is some good shit, isn't it? And just like fucking eat it.
yeah, it's happy ass, just looking around like everybody loves me. I cannot imagine. Listen, I'm going to the military, um, in like next summer. I'm gonna enlist. And I'm gonna do boot camp over the summer. Okay, so if if I was to be if I was to go to war and I watch my comrades get just take cold steel straight to the freaking face, and I come home and I'm sitting at the whatever the I'm fucking sitting at the White House with the president, and then Sleepy Joe brings out. Did you know that this motherfucker likes peanut butter jelly sandwiches with ketchup? If he brings that shit out,
Listen, man,
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
listen, I'm a supporter of people liking what they want, but at some point, bring the death penalty.
Yeah, no, I mean, I cannot see that ketchup peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I'm no food critic, but listen, the consistency. I mean, ketchup in general. Who the fuck eats ketchup?
Dude, Stevie Wonder can fucking see it. That motherfucker's got problems, man. You and I can smell the shit that, and we can't even smell. Can you imagine the odor if you get up close to the sandwich and then sniff all the ketchup mixing in with the jelly and the peanut butter? It'll
Yeah,
probably have a very pungent odor. So you
unless
probably imagine the flavor.
unless you've been in prison and that's the only thing that you're allowed to eat, there's no reason why you
Oh
should be
yeah,
eating a peanut butter and fucking
no, I
ketchup
mean
sandwich.
you're the president of the United States of America. You're one of the top world
You
leaders.
have
Have some
chefs
fucking
at
dignity.
your disposal.
Yeah, dude. They have all kinds of fancy ass restaurants all around the White House. Go to one of them, please.
That man's gonna die. Just
No, 100%. He probably already is dead, and they're keeping him alive with Elon Musk technology.
oh my god, man.
That sounded crazy, man. I'm, I'm stupid for saying that,
Please
but
don't disclaimer. We don't know anything. We're stupid.
no, yeah, we don't. I don't really take myself that seriously, so I say the most
I
randomest shit.
somewhat, but I don't really care anymore. But yeah, no. Thanksgiving is always a nice time. Uh, hang out with family and whatnot.
Yeah,
I mean, I do my best to escape my family as much as I can. I can't
yeah,
be around
no.
them too long.
I a lot of my family. We don't talk so much, but it's whatever. I love my family here, my house. Plus, I don't ask for much. We don't ask for much. Thanksgiving is just a nice time to get fat with each other and watch TV. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I
Very old school.
mean, we're not American. We don't.
Nah, we're not American. We're just fat.
Yeah, dude. We just took the best qualities of being American, I guess.
So basically American. I don't know. I mean,
You
I'm
think
not fat,
you think
but
Columbus got here and like the first time they served them up, like, I mean, they obviously they didn't celebrate with turkeys and shit, but like imagine the first person who's like, yeah, no, let's get a turkey and just fucking serve that. That's some wild shit.
yeah, yeah. Also, why the fuck is the turkey like the main? Who the fuck just likes turkey? We're not turkey eaters here. We always pick up rotisserie chicken or something.
Dude, this has the same energy as like, how the fuck did you know that milk will come out of a cow? Like, what the fuck were you?
Yeah, exactly.
What
Like,
were you? What
what
were you
motherfucker
doing to
woke up one
the?
morning?
What were you doing to the cow, dude? It's just
Just he woke up one morning and thought, "Damn, some cow milk would really hit the spot right now." And also, that reminds me of I was sitting in the class, and my buddy turns to me. He's like, "By the way, out of nowhere, he's just like, you like milk?" And I was like, "I like. Do I like milk?" And he's like, "Yeah. Do you like milk?" Like, I mean, milk is okay. It's not like my go-to beverage, But come
nah,
to
dude.
think of it, who the fuck just wakes up in the morning and thinks, "Damn, milk will really hit the spot right now"?
You didn't have my experience. I was in class. I already told you, but I was in class, minding my business for some goddamn
Cow.
physics, and she's
Yeah,
this
yeah,
man. This just turns to me. He's like, he starts flexing his muscle, right? And keep in mind,
yeah.
he's a pretty buff dude, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just like agreeing with him, whatever. It's like, you see this? See this? Fucking cow titties, just, and then just slaps his bicep or whatever the fuck.
Do you still talk to this motherfucker? I mean, that sounds awesome, man.
So he invited me to his ranch or whatever because he's letting me. He's so proud of his ranch, and he
Yeah,
takes me.
I'd be too.
Yeah, no, I'd be too. And he takes me, and he's so proud. He shows off his three cows, and he's like, one's named Betty, and like, um, yeah, no, he got a bucket, and he's teaching me how to milk these cows. And I remember at one point he leaves me alone, and there I am just milking this cow or whatever. The milk is coming out, and he just
Yeah.
leans over to me. He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna be nice and strong." And like I never went back to that farm ever again. But I will say that my bicep has definitely improved.
Oh, dude, that'll do it to you, man. I've never milked a cow, but I'd milk a goat. I've always wanted a goat farm, man. I
Oh yeah,
love goats,
that'd be
dude.
fun.
Dude, I need me like, and I found out that goats are like social animals, so you can't just have one goat. Then Google said at least have two, so then your goats don't feel lonely. I was like, all right, so 10, at least 10 goats. And people at school and my family here think that I'm joking when I say that I want a goat farm. I'm serious. I've never been more serious about anything. That's a lie, but it's one thing. It's one of the many things that I'm genuinely serious about. I need me my goats. I love those motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, that
So
would sound fun. I mean, I don't really got a plan for life, but I mean, owning a ranch sounds fun.
yeah, yeah, no. If I become successful one day, I want a goat farm, and also want to put my parents up in a ranch in the countryside, like they've always wanted. Uh, 'Cause, that shit would be cool, man. They've always wanted a ranch.
Oh
I've
my
always
God,
wanted a
dude,
ranch.
I don't have a ranch right now, but my grandpa gave me one of the horses that he has. And,
Yeah,
I'm a big dude. The first time that I got there, I was so scared. I thought I was gonna have a DJ Khaled moment. No, I thought I was gonna have a Rick Ross moment. That if I
Rick
got on
Ross.
top, that if I got on top of this horse, I would just kill it. And as soon as I got on, dude, it's bad when you gotta say a prayer like for the horse,
Oh my
and like the horse just it looked back at me like you knew what it was gonna happen. And so
yeah,
I,
that's
got the
not
saddle.
motherfucker.
I got on, and as soon as I got on, I like immediately my stomach turned and like the wind started flowing, and I just felt like the
You-
rhythm changed, you know?
oh my god, man! You were having an entire. You were the main character
Yeah,
for.
no, for real. I was I was the main character, and so I'm saying this prayer for this horse. And as I close my eyes, I can just feel like something happened to this horse. It might have been pissed off, it might have been happy, I don't know. But it's like zoom, and I'm like not ready. So I like fall off this goddamn horse. And listen, I'm just happy I didn't have a Rick Ross moment. This man was shooting a music video, and he got sued later on because he broke
Oh
this
my god!
goddamn horse's back. Can you imagine being that horse? You have to go back to your homie horses. You know, your back is
Yeah, but
broken.
also on the owners, man, because like, did they not take a look at this dude? Like,
This
just
no,
one
no,
glance,
wait,
and instantly,
we've read the report. What he told them? Oh, I don't weigh that much. How much did he say he weighed? He weighed like 200 something. That's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
that's the biggest load of bullshit. Even a blind man can look at him and say, "Yeah, this man is fat as fuck. Get him
So
away from my
anyway,
horse."
so anyway, the fucking couple go back, and it's like that Family Guy scene where it's like, okay, put some pressure on that leg, and like the horse is just wobbling around. So the couple go
Yeah,
back, and they're looking at this horse, and they just see that it's so fucked up. The back of the horse is so fucked up. They
yeah.
just put it out of its misery. Oh my god! And then it's that one, and it's the one where they're in the water, and DJ Khaled's on top of this horse, and you can just see it slowly start sinking.
What is it with freaking hip hop artists and horses, man? I mean, who's next? Freaking
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, oh man.
That's great. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised if Big Pun had a
It's just,
feature with.
I was just gonna say, what if Big Pun resurrects and he gets on a fucking horse?
Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Dude, 2023 is gotta be crazier, man. It's just getting crazy every year. I wouldn't even be surprised, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but going back to cows, another thing I don't get is like we all just accepted that cow titties is like the holy grail of milk, right? We all just accepted that, drinking milk from a cow's udders, technically it's titties, it's acceptable.
Yeah.
We all kind of do it. If you're not lactose intolerant, we all kind of do it.
No, I'm kind of lactose, but just shove it through and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but either way, it's still acceptable in society and basically the entire world that cow milk, drinkable. We all accept it. But then you got motherfuckers that freak out when they like. I saw this one video of like a wife or a girlfriend who made a popsicle with her breast milk, and then she was pranking her partner, and he kept like taking licks off of it. He's like, I don't taste anything. What is this?
She made a
I don't taste
titsicle, is what you're telling.
testicle. Yeah, basically. And like in the background, she's just laughing her ass off. She's on the floor, right? And then he keeps taking licks. He's like, "What the fuck is this? I don't taste anything." And then she says, "It's my breast milk." And then he just fucking dies slowly. He's like, "You motherfucking bitch."
What would you
But
do in that situation, man, if you're fed a breast milk popsicle?
here's the thing. I'd laugh my ass off. I'd play along with the joke because I'm that's genuinely hilarious to me. Because here's the thing I don't get: why is it acceptable to drink milk from a big ass animal that spends his time roaming a fucking field, eating grass, and just making a bunch of weird ass noises? Why is it acceptable to drink milk from its weird ass udders, but we can't really drink. We can't accept the fact that we can drink milk from our partner's titties. Not that like we should or we want to. It's just like why is the cow's titties more acceptable?
go up to your stepfather and ask him for fucking milk. Just, just look at him and you look your stepfather in the eyes and you say, "Dad, I'm thirsty." You just go to the step.
Oh, why you gotta say it like that, man? Shit. Oh my god.
No,
Not only
no, no, no.
is
It's
it just
because
limited to
no, because the thing is, people have a they're more carefree with like animals, right? When you drink
yeah,
milk, you're drinking it with the knowledge of I'm taking milk from a calf. Like a calf is gonna die because I took the milk, right?
yeah,
While on the other hand, if you drink the partner's milk, you're like, well, I'm taking the baby's fucking milk. So that little shit's gonna die probably, or be like lacking the nutrients or whatever the fuck. Plus,
yeah.
it's like when you think of, oh, I'm gonna drink my partner's milk, it's just a weird idea of having your partner cradle you as you suck on the titty, even if it's not the way that you're drinking the milk.
But here's the thing, I'm still keeping it into the context that listen, it's weird for like somebody to be cradled by their partner and shit, and then like here you want some titty milk, and you like they feed you like they would with the baby. But I'm still keeping it in the context of it being a prank. If it was a prank, I wouldn't really think so much in it because I mean, I drink milk from a cow's titties, a random ass cow from a random ass field in a random ass state. Okay, so I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
but
one
it's a whole
small prank.
it's a process. You're not going up to the cow and just fucking suckling on the fucking udders of a
Yeah,
cow.
but until you realize that it looks like you're tugging on dick, then it's an entirely different
Listen, man, just because you don't have
situation. You know,
fucking
it's still a little
biceps
weird.
doesn't
It's
mean
natural, but listen, the best solution, guys can make their own. We can lactate if we try hard enough.
is this in the new DLC? Are we getting a patch or what's up with
No, we just have titties. That's it.
it? Oh yeah, moves,
Nature,
right?
baby.
Yeah, nature, man.
Yeah,
It's all part of nature.
nature. Hmm. But you know, still, it's not just limited to cows. We got goat milk. We got I don't know. We got donkey milk,
That's
and you
true.
know that's accepted. That's acceptable. Would you
I've
take
not,
donkey milk, or
I've
would you take?
never had a donkey milk, so I can't tell you how that tastes.
I mean, I've heard good things.
I mean, there's almond milk. Where the fuck do they get that? You know,
They get it from almonds. You fucking
all almonds
walnut.
got titties. Is that a new fact?
No, no. It's just man. Google is free, man. I love almond milk though.
Almond milk goes hard.
Yeah, no. I love you get the brand where it's the
I'm talking
bottle.
like I drink milk every day. I drink milk like maybe once or twice a month, and I'm fucking lactose intolerant. So,
Yeah.
I'm no expert.
I don't drink milk like every day, but I wouldn't even say often, but I drink it like I don't know. It's just I guess the average. I don't even know if that's I don't know, man. Just maybe a few times a month probably.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I stopped drinking milk when
Man,
I was probably like 12. That's why I'm short.
yeah, no, I really should start taking in more calcium because
We're not making it into our 40s, I think. I think.
shit. I mean, if I make it to my 40s, I'm probably gonna stay indoors more often because by the time I'm 40, the wind can knock me away. I mean, blow me away. So
Do you know it's bad when your knees start clicking when you're walking up the stairs and you're not even like
Yeah,
in your mid 20s
you
yet?
know, yeah, it's bad when you don't look like overweight or underweight. You look average, but on the inside, you know that you're kind of fucking dying. So
you're you're walking up the stairs, you just break your fucking hernia, you're having a heart attack at the same time. Just
yeah,
just horrible.
dude, yeah, man.
What did Bill Burr say? What's up with all these obese kids? You had a goddamn hernia on your birthday. I had a heart attack when I was 5.
Yeah, dude. That reminds me of West Side Live's video where he remember the freaking Travis Scott meal.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's already been like 2 years now, man. Time flies.
Time definitely
But
flies. Everybody
I
got their
remember,
own meal after that.
dude, if I was to have my own meal, I don't have any ideas, but I'll come up with ideas. But basically, wait, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, Westside Live's video when he was reviewing the Travis Scott meal, he was talking about how he thinks that the main reason why depression is at an all time high in the U.S. is because of the shit that we eat, all the garbage. And I kind of agree, man. I mean,
I mean, I can see it, man.
I don't know if it's the main reason, but it's one of the reasons.
It's
Because
a contributing factor, I would say.
man, the school lunches that they serve in elementary and high schools around here.
Well, if you remember, I think it was like Michelle Obama who started the thing where like, oh, get more healthier with their school lunches. And I don't know about you, but that shit has not gotten healthier. I don't
Yeah,
know what.
oh man,
There is
your
no.
ass starts beatboxing on toilet later that night.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not healthy. I mean, you got some apples, you got some, you got
Yeah,
some side
but
shit, but
here's another thing I don't get. In the lunchrooms in high school, the lunch lady said the lunch lady would tell us uh, basically you got to take a fruit. You can't leave with your lunch unless you take a fruit. And then you know how much fruit is wasted. I understand if it's the apple slices that come out packaged already pre-sliced. That shit is that nasty. It's disgusting. But
great.
shit is gross. But when it's just an apple that's just a normal apple, I mean, at least take one bite, one or two bites.
Yeah,
Why you
no,
gotta waste so
definitely.
much fruit? That's another thing that I don't get about school lunches here, and I don't know if it's across the country, but at least here in Chicago.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's the same menu every day, dude. I've seen pizza since I started the school year. Just
Yeah, it's either pizza or something with chicken, and they're not inconsistent with the pizza either. Some days it's a triangle, some days it's a square, some days it's a fucking circle, and different flavors too, man. What the hell?
but yeah, no, it's we ain't gotta worry about that, man. It's the season to start lumbering up, if you will.
Yeah, because you hear my bones crack.
Yeah, just uh,
Yeah,
I
just
love this. I love this time around, man. Especially, around Halloween. A lot of candy. I mean, of course, we don't trick or treat, but getting to take our, I don't know if you take your sister to like get candy
yeah,
or whatnot. I do
yeah,
take mine. Um, a lot of interesting costumes, man.
yeah. Pretty interesting. I don't really remember anything from the previous years. I've probably seen some weird ass costumes, but I don't really remember.
I remember I was just in it for the candy, dude. I remember 2 years ago, not 2 years ago, like 4 years ago, probably. I threw in this. I threw in this rainbow colored wig. I painted my
Hmm.
face like a clown. I wore a Cubs shirt, and then I put on like jean shorts, and that was my costume.
Oh my god.
And I remember the
Who the
first
fuck
lady,
were you? A fucking soccer mom? I mean, no, not soccer. I can't think of anything. Gotta continue.
the first lady that I knocked on, whose door I knocked on, like she was just scanning me up and down. Next to me was this doctor. Next to me was a mummy and a firefighter. And she just looks at me and she doesn't know what the fuck I am.
Yeah.
And in the midst of her confusion, I just like hand grab me some goddamn Skittles or whatnot and just start running off.
Yeah.
It was a great costume. I don't very creative.
You were Janet for Halloween. Some bitch named Janet
Yeah, dude.
with the jean shorts. I didn't know you got jean shorts.
Jean shorts, a cup shirt, and a clown makeup with rainbow
So
wig. Oh
Janet the
yeah.
enthusiastic aunt. Yeah, I was just,
Anyways, one of my
I was,
one of my favorite things is watching children get scared, right?
hmm
And
yeah.
I think you've heard over the week. Even though, let's just get out of the way. It is a crime, I guess. Well, okay, wait. I should watch how I say this. It is a crime. It's did they say that it was child abuse? I don't remember. All I know is that four women got charged, and then one woman was charged heavily for wearing scream masks against little children in
Yeah,
preschool. Right?
yeah. That's definitely traumatizing. That's gotta count as some kind of child abuse.
It
I
is child
mean,
abuse. But my thing is, it worked. I mean, I
I
ain't
mean,
see, you know.
the goal was accomplished. They scared the piss out of the kids. Just they lost their jobs at the same time. So
Listen, man, I've
it
had
kind of
worse
cost them.
punishments. I've had, ass beatings. I got hit with a belt.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've had times where you've been defenseless against your parents.
a wooden spoon.
Dude, I remember the time that I got hit with a mattress.
Oh my
Grandfather,
god, dude!
like just out
You
of
know what's
nowhere.
bad?
I remember doing bad shit and just like I thought I got away with it clean. So I'm playing on my Nintendo DS and all of a sudden I just hear the most thunderous whoosh sound and just like a mattress slamming on top of me over and over.
Yeah. Oh man, good times, man. Good times.
Definitely good times.
Yeah. Nowadays it's different. Now that I'm older and I say some crazy shit, my parents just go along with it because now that I'm older, it's like I'm kind of. We all got the same twisted sense of humor, so it's like I don't really get in trouble for saying stuff that I would have if I was a kid. Like I don't even know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
I still miss those days because you get kind of a rush for getting away, trying to get away with stuff and not getting away with it, but you still do it anyway because you're a kid. You what the fuck do you know? Simple times, man. Simple times. A lot of
Simpler time, man. If
a lot of red
anything that
spots.
our if anything that our parents did to us when we were kids got out, they'd be in jail. Just
Yeah, but hey, I mean, it worked. We're not,
we're not
we're not
fucked up.
crazy. We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not freaking. I say we're pretty decent kids.
Yeah,
Another
man.
thing that parents are good at is lying to you, man. And I got a damn good story. I don't know if I told you it yet, like in a conversation or something. I know I've
Well,
told some people,
more than human.
probably. Actually, wait, no, I don't think I told anybody the story. Basically, when in my childhood home, the home that I first started growing up in, my family was living in that house um, for years. and it was just getting time for us to leave, right? So we were trying to sell the house. Well, my parents were trying to sell the house, and for years, till this day, we still have this inside joke. So my stepfather's Mexican, right?
Right.
And naturally, he has a very twisted sense of humor at times. So when I was little, he tell me, hey David, I know a little Chinese.
Do you
Um,
mean Flick?
oh fuck, and then he tell me, hey Flip, come here. I speak a little Chinese. And I'm telling him, nah, you don't speak no Chinese. He's like, yeah, I speak Chinese. Look, watch, watch. Do you know how you say mirror in Chinese? He'd always change it up because, like, he just say Chinese or Japanese. He doesn't really care about that. You know how you say mirror in Chinese? And I say, no. As a kid, I believe anything. He said, I told you. And I was like, huh? And he's like, I told you. And I'm like, nah, man, you're joking. And he for a long time he'd repeat it until like I he convinced me that yeah, no, that's how you say mirror in Chinese or Japanese or whatever. He'd always change it around fucking Korean. I don't know. It didn't matter because that's obviously not how you say mirror. And one time when my parents were they arranged a meeting for these potential buyers of the house. And they happened to be an Asian family. I think they were my parents said that they were Chinese.
I'm sure this
Um,
goes well.
yeah. So we're all sitting around the table in the dining room. Okay. We're sitting around the table and they're discussing stuff, talking business. And I'm a little kid. I must have been 6 years old. I'm looking at these people and I'm trying to impress them with my knowledge of their language, of their native language. So I look at them and I'm like, I tell you. And then my mother instantly freaking her hand under the table pinched my fucking leg, man. And like I'm making noise, right? I'm like, ah. And then she continued talking with them like nothing happened. And then my freaking stepfather is just giggling to himself or trying to keep himself from laughing, right? Trying to keep the straightest face as possibly can. And then we still talk about this years later. It wasn't until like years later, a few years back, that I finally know why he was saying that this is how you say mirror. I thought he was just making some random slang up, some random gibberish. Basically, he said that "aitoyo" means mirror because if you listen closely, when you look at the mirror, you say "aitoyo" as if saying "ahí estoy yo,"
This
Spanish.
is
And it all came full circle. I was like, "You motherfucker, you had me." Obviously, before then, like I hit a point where I was like, "No, this motherfucker, that's not how you say mirror." But still, I was thinking of saying gibberish. So when he broke it down to me,
this is like your fucking villain origin story. Just
I know,
you got betrayed by your father. Just
just comic book style just dropped to my knees, like, no, no. And he still hasn't let that shit go. We still joke around about that till this day, man.
oh my
That,
god, man.
that family did not buy that house. We sold to them.
Gee, I wonder if
I wonder
anything
why.
that you said had
I
had to do with it.
wonder if they had a good experience. Maybe it was something else. Maybe it was something else. It couldn't have been because I offended not only their entire race, but almost in like a good portion of Asia. So
Just hey man, you just believe everything.
yeah,
As a kid, you I remember it didn't happen to me, but I remember my father introduced me to one of his coworkers, and
yeah,
he's a white man. He's a white man,
Mm.
and he doesn't know anything besides English. But they bonded over soccer, I remember, and I remember specifically I went in and they're watching goddamn soccer on the TV, and apparently my dad taught his coworker how to say, uh, so he's talking about the jersey, right?
Yeah.
And apparently this jersey had like pretty cool colors, and my dad taught his coworker how to say it, but not really.
Hmm.
So he shows him. He's like, when you want to say that you like the jersey, you say, "Me gusta sus pelotas," and
Yeah.
like I didn't know that he taught him this, which translates to "I like his balls." And
Mhm.
so I walk
Yeah.
in and like we're all sitting, we're watching this fire soccer game, whatever, and somebody scores a goal. And like this dude gets up, he's so hyped for his team. He's me gustan sus pelotas, just so excited, just screaming, "I like his balls!" Just man, I just started dying, dude.
Dude.
He just
Yeah.
pointing the look because he's trying to point at the jersey, but the player is moving so much that he's literally just pointing at the balls. It's like, "Hi, look, me
Yeah.
gustan sus pelotas." Just
That's stupid for another reason because how is that something that you cheer? Because obviously he was thinking that he was saying, "I like your jersey," but who the fuck cheers that when their team scores a goal?
this
I
man was
like your jersey. I like your jersey. What the fuck, man?
this man was so. Keep in mind, everybody who works there is like fucking Mexican, or at least know some type of Spanish.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody's just in there. They're like supporting. Yeah, pelotas, pelotas.
Yeah. Bob.
You have a room full of 14 grown Mexicans. Balls, balls. Just listen, just.
You.
I haven't seen that coworker in a long time. I hope somebody like told him.
Yeah. I hope he's okay. Because nobody told him the truth.
Dude, last I heard, he got tickets to go to an actual soccer game.
Oh
So,
my god.
so I can't imagine him in the stadium just pelota, just like hyping the. I've been the players of
Oh, he ends up on fucking national news.
local man screams, "I like your balls."
He ends up on fucking Telemundo. This man, this
No,
man's going
Univision, bro.
crazy.
What are you talking about? Univision.
What? What?
Univision. He ends up in.
Oh yeah, no, even better when he was young. Are you keen on soccer?
Absolutely not. And I know that's heartbreaking to like a Mexican household. But
Yeah,
I I already told you I have trouble concentrating.
yeah,
I just can't sit around and watch a full soccer game.
yeah. No, me neither. I mean, every now and then when my stepfather's sitting at the couch, I watch a little. My parents, um, they sit down, chill, watch it, maybe eat some snacks. And I might join them just to hang out with them. But it's a cool looking game. I mean, because I also grew up with it, sort of to a certain extent. Uh, but it's not my thing. It's not my
Yeah,
favorite sport of all time. I can never really get into it that much. Same thing for American football. Can never really get into it.
I tried. It's just people are like really into it.
Yeah,
Um, have you ever seen? I don't remember if this was an actual team or if this was like a high school team. I'm not sure, but I remember seeing a clip where these players came out of the tunnel into the field,
mm,
but like surrounding their tunnel was this wrapping that they had to like run out against, and it looked like a condom. And you just see a lot of players just, and it's even greater because they got on white uniforms, so they're
oh my
just
god,
exploding through this goddamn hole one by one.
perfect. You gotta find this clip. I
I
gotta
gotta
see it.
find it, dude.
Yeah, shit. I don't know why, but that reminded me of like you said, I don't know if this is like a college team, high school team, or no, not high school. They don't look high school. I don't know, just this baseball team out of nowhere, just to distract the opposite players. Some TikTok song will pop on and they start dancing to it. And they got moves, man. I fucking love those videos. They got like they do it multiple times. It's like their signature thing, and it works every time because like the batter would just be looking at these motherfuckers like, what the fuck is happening? One of them is twerking or shifting their asses left and right, and like they're all coordinated. They're all synced together. Like the choreography goes crazy, and even the freaking batter is almost trying not to move along with them, and then it works because uh they missed the ball and whatever. And I gotta find those clips, man, because I mean that's to me that's what the internet is for, man. You know? But
Distracting players from on the verge of winning by shaking your
dude,
ass
you
at
think I
them.
want to see fucking what's her name, freaking D'Amelio? I don't want to see that shit. I want to see baseball players shifting their asses. I mean, to distract the
I want to
opposite.
see men just.
I want to see men in tight white pants.
Oh my god!
That sounded aggressive. I'm sorry. I mean,
Is that the
it's
outro?
true.
Is that the clip that I'm using?
You know what? Yeah, screw it. Make that the outro. Now that we're talking about sports, um, listen, I don't know anything about football. I tried to get into it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I'd rather just fucking play golf. And I've never played it before. I played mini golf, but not like serious golf.
uh,
But at the same time, man, like there's golfers that take their shit so seriously. It's kind of annoying. I cannot play with those motherfuckers, and it's always the same
dude,
motherfucking.
I was watching the training regimen for a golf player. I don't remember who it was, but they're like, what were they doing? They were doing like pull-ups. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you need that?
Yeah,
Why are you doing pull-ups? What are you adding to your arsenal that you need
yeah.
pull-ups?
I mean, I could see lifting weights. You gotta have that strength to make sure you hit the ball really hard. But
Yeah. There's
I mean,
no,
you
I
know,
mean, I guess there's a bit of upper body strength in it, but
yeah. And also maybe the dude is just doing it just to stay fit. Maybe he's involved in other stuff. But
all I
I
know is
mean,
that
you just
Tiger Woods has been going strong for a long time.
oh yeah, 100%. I just remembered something. I know it. Do you know that one clip of not golf but bowling? This one guy was taking his shit so seriously. He's like he couldn't be distracted. He kept turning just just the smallest noise, and then he turned to the audience. Shut the fuck up! I'm working. And he's like getting all riled up. And the funny part is that the camera just pans to who's yelling at. It's a fucking kid. It's a fucking child in the audience. Just not even doing much. It's like shut the fuck up. And obviously, he hits all the pins. But it's just so funny because it was like just 5 minutes of him just yelling at a spot in the audience, and then next thing you know, the camera just shows this child. Just I fucking love that video. I gotta find it.
This is exactly why these like children grow up and like, oh, I became this because this guy yelled at me. Just
Yeah,
he's on the revenge tour.
yeah, no, man. When I was little and I was still going to school in the north, um, after school, we're driving and then we stop at Jewel Osco, and I was a helpful kid. I was a little introverted, but I was a helpful kid. And the guys bagging the bags, because my mother always had me bag the bags because there's nobody there. So, I had no problem. And I offered this big ass tall man for some help. I was like, sir, is it okay if I help you with the bags? And he was like, no. No. No way.
That's
And
racist.
that crushed me. That crushed me. Well, I have to text me. He's like, no, no way, no. I was like, damn. I looked at my mom. I didn't know what to do. She didn't even look at me. She was doing whatever with the card. I was like, Mom, did you see what happened? And then
I just
like,
got rejected by a tall dude.
yeah, I'm just trying to help. And then he's talking to the lady that is swiping the food or whatever. That swipes the food, the cashier. He's talking to the cashier. I forgot what he was saying, but um I don't know. It's just
Dude, tall people got
I
some egos.
was a, yeah, no, I was a kid and he was still ripping on me, man.
What the hell?
I was just trying to help. It's like, no, no way, no.
You're
I'm
trying to
not
help this
doing that
tall
again.
guy. You're trying to help this tall guy. He's just get roasted. Just-
Yeah. I was a little kid. I don't know. I must have been like 12 years old, 12, 13, man. And then like he says something like, "No, I'm not doing that shit again." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that again." It wasn't charisma. It's like, "I'm not doing that again." I mean, this is my job. This and that. This and that. Tall fat ass man. I was like, "Oh fuck you, then, man. Your
Dude, that's
fingers
why.
break off."
That's why. Whenever you're gonna help somebody, you always gotta look after the midgets, because they
Yeah,
they need
man.
they need the most help.
Yeah, no, I disagree, man. Those guys always have a plan. I was
I mean,
watching
yeah,
the
they stack up on each other and they they reach the fucking cereal box, but
look. They always have, even if they're alone, they gotta. They'll get what they want. Okay, and I was watching this midget comedian. I keep forgetting his name, but he was talking about how he got. Oh, sorry. He got away with I don't know, just walking out of the store without paying for whatever type of shit. I think it was a sleeve of cookies. The 17-year-old cashier was just there, like, dude, you gotta pay. And he just walks out. He's like, I forgot what he says, but he just walks out like nothing. And it got me thinking. Obviously, the 17-year-old kid isn't getting paid enough for this shit. So that was probably like the best part of his job. He couldn't even get mad. At the same time, that cashier could have been anybody. And that little guy still would have left without paying for that shit. I start thinking, man, midgets are really running the world, man.
dude, I
They
told
got
you I got my mind blown when I was little. Walking fucking Family Dollar. I turn to my left, I see a midget just climbing these shelves just to get a box of Lucky Charms. That shit was magical.
yeah, shit. Sit in the daycare center, and then you wonder why the teacher is just another kid.
He's sitting amongst us. Just here.
He's our leader.
He's our goddamn call leader. I need you and you you handle the steering wheel. I'm gonna take the brakes.
Oh my god! Did you pick up our trench coat from the dry cleaner?
He's just
Oh man.
man. Hopefully we don't get backlash for saying midget. Just
Oh,
because that's not.
what's the politically correct term?
Uh, I don't even know. Yeah, I just know that saying midget isn't like politically correct. Wait, let me search
It's
it up because
better than
I'm.
saying little person.
Yeah, you said little
Shit.
person. Just
Oh yeah, it did.
dwarf. What the fuck? That sounds worse.
What?
What the
That's
fuck?
worse. That's way worse.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Wait,
that's
no
stupid.
way. No way, it's
What's
dwarf.
next, Smurf?
According to Little People of America. Wow,
Oh
they
my
got their
god,
own they got their own little fucking section, dude.
they got their own website. Oh my
According
god.
to the Little People of America, dwarfism is a medical or genetic condition. Okay, so we can't call them dwarfs. Damn, that's fucked up, man. In Mexico, we got this thing where, like, if some random shit happens that we can't explain, we just say the dwarves did it. So now I'm just kind of looking at this different.
Yeah, that that that. hmm I haven't seen a midget in so long, man. It's like, where did they go?
Dude, it's like when you see one, you see all of them. Like
Yeah,
dude, you just see like, and
they all look
dude,
like wee man.
no, listen, seeing a little person is like seeing a little bit of dopamine. Like, like you just see them around, you just get happy. Nobody sees a midget and gets sad. You get happy. And I'm gonna be honest. Okay, this is showing my ignorance, but I was probably like 11, and my dad was driving, and we're stuck in traffic. We're driving slow, and I turn to the right, and I see like this cop has pulled over somebody, but I don't see anybody in the car that he stopped. But as soon as we get
Yeah.
like more forward, I see that it's this midget, huh? And like it's the first time probably that I'm seeing a midget. And I'm like, how the fuck did he reach the pedals? Like,
Cinder blocks.
anyway, he got arrested. That shit was funny. That
Oh
shit.
my god. Yeah. Hey, speaking of getting arrested, the other day,
What
I
the
was what?
fuck? Speaking of getting arrested, let me tell you about this.
I didn't even get to the thing yet.
Nobody just
Yeah.
like you fucking got arrested this weekend. What the fuck?
Oh man, I'm cool. Okay, so speaking of getting arrested, it was after school, right? Bell rang, everybody was rushing out. I met up with my friend. This was on Thursday. Yeah. So I met up with them and we were gonna get ice cream and whatever. So we were walking and then we see like fucking three or four police cruisers um surrounding this fucking car, lights on and everything. And then we see all these fucking kids piled up waiting to see something. All right. Now I wasn't. My expectations were so low. I was like, that's probably nothing, and I was right because by the time we got to the scene, like we were walking slowly, taking our time. We got there, trying to squeeze through everybody, and I'm looking at all these motherfuckers. They're waiting for nothing. They're waiting to see something, and then you look at the crime scene. It's not even a crime scene. The dude that the cops are talking to, he's just kicking back, just with his arms crossed. And they're just talking. He's answering questions and whatnot. He's like, "Yeah, this and that." The cops are like, "Yeah, this and that, this and that." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, this and that." And meanwhile, these kids are still waiting to see something. Like they're just standing there. And I was walking past them. I really wanted to say, "You motherfuckers, you're waiting for nothing, man. Keep walking." And what's funny was, like, we couldn't get ice cream because that shit was crowded, and also it was full of random kids that I've made accidental eye contact with more than like 10 times in the hallway. So it was really weird. I didn't want to be there. And so we kept walking as we were going to cross the street. The motherfucker that the police was talking to, like, he was just walking like nothing happened. So I was like, what the fuck? What was this? What happened? Did they take your car? Like, he was walking like nothing happened. Like, did they just stop to have a conversation with you or what?
They just turned on their lights and fucking frisked you and said, "Nah, keep moving." Just
Dude, it was the most NPC shit I've ever seen in real life. Just people casually standing there, all these kids standing there with blank faces, just waiting to see something. The freaking guy that's being questioned is just casually leaning against the car with his arms crossed. Cops are just like asking him questions, and then he's just a few minutes later just walking down the street like nothing happened. It's like, am I in a fucking video game or
this
what?
man got some dirt on the police. Just
But you gotta understand, this dude looks like I don't know, he kind of looked like shit. I don't know. His name looked like it'd be looked like his name would be Martin or something, man. Because
fuck, man.
fucking Martin. I don't know. let your imagination fill in the blanks. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I've never been more of. My life has never felt more of a video game. It was such an NPC type feeling, and I didn't
No,
even get to get any. Man,
lately, yeah, no, I've definitely felt like it's been more NPC-ish. Uh, just everything.
yeah.
Like it's like you walk in mid-game and you're. I remember this week I walked back home from school and these two guys were arguing about I don't know something about parking spaces. And like they didn't even solve the argument. They just got in the car and left. None of them got the parking space. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" There's no, because you
Hell,
gotta understand. I'm hearing screaming. I'm getting fuck you, fuck you, and then I cross. I do a little crossing shit. So now I'm seeing them, and they just leave. They don't even say a word. They just turn around and leave and get the fuck out of there. I was like, "What the hell?"
well, that reminds me of
What's up?
there's this video of these two Indian dudes fighting, but like they're like aggressively cursing at each other, but not because it's not out of hatred, it's out of worry. Because like
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know, I
yeah.
guess
I know what
yeah,
you're talking
it's so
about.
funny how like they're just throwing random ass curse words. Oh fuck you, this that, fuck, fuck, bloody fuck, fuck. But like it's out of concern because it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And at the end, it's like they're done cussing each other out. Okay, have a nice day. It's like, what the fuck?
What the hell, man?
Like that better the best way to end such an altercation.
We
Life
don't
is just
promote violence here, ladies and gentlemen. So,
yeah, no,
so if you're
no,
ever
we
in
do
this
not.
situation, have an NPC moment and chill.
Yeah, just don't take the situation so seriously. And if you do, well then. So anyway, yeah, I agree with you. Life has been such NPC-ish lately, and I don't know if I don't feed so much into the simulation theory, but you know what? If life keeps this shit up, I might become a believer because man,
Yeah,
people are
no,
so
that's
fucking.
I'm no conspiracy theorist, but there might be some truth to these things, man. Something that you see a bit of a glitch. The pigeons aren't
Yeah,
flying correctly.
yeah.
Just
You
weird
don't see
shit.
baby pigeons anywhere. You fucking
You know what? I
I
haven't
don't
seen a
know
fucking
people
squirrel in
appearing
ages.
out of nowhere. I see squirrels all the fucking time. I'm always yelling at them. As a matter of fact, just yesterday I was walking, I was taking a nice stroll. I see a fat ass squirrel, and then next to
Fat
the
ass
squirrel,
squirrel.
I saw a fat ass squirrel just fucking jumping around. He could barely jump high because it's so fat. And I kept walking, and on the sidewalk, like 4 squares later, I turned, and then I see another squirrel, skinny as fuck, and I was like, "You motherfucker, you stole his food, didn't you?"
You saw a fucking anorexic squirrel. You started creating this
Yeah,
scenario in your head. God damn.
I was like, I never thought I'd see two squirrels with the two opposite eating disorders together, sort of. And I was like, damn, this is trippy.
You just know he's like the mafia boss of all squirrels. He's like, bring me nuts. Just fucking
Name's Big Tony, the other guy is Little Sal.
yeah.
Little Sally, what the fuck? Some stereotypical name. There's so many Tonys, man. Shit, every single Italian mafia film
Fucking
has
Louis. Just
always three Tonys. Louis, Paulie, Tony, fucking, um, I don't know, just that's it, man. Who the fuck else? Fucking Joey, I don't know. Frank,
Frankie.
Frankie. Yeah. Oh,
That's
that reminds me, man. I completely forgot that my friend and you met her. She was at the barbecue. We used to
mm,
have this inside joke because there's this video of the dude. It's like a duet video of the little kid bursts into the room with a toy gun. He smacks it, and then the guy dressed like a mafia boss or mafia guy. He's like, "No, Tony, you gotta understand. I did it for the family."
oh yeah,
We
yeah,
found that video. Yeah, we found a video. Yeah, I sent it to you. That's what I
yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
we found the video so funny that we had this inside joke because so basically I was Tony and she was Frankie. I completely forgot about that shit. I'm gonna remind her because we had like the entire story arc and everything, man.
Listen, if you learned anything from us, is that if you want biceps, go fucking milk some fucking cow titties. You'll get them
Yeah,
sometime.
yeah, and drink donkey milk because I heard it's good. Or don't. I don't know.
Yeah, don't take this advice from us. I'm lactose and he doesn't drink milk that
Yeah, do
often.
not take advice from us, okay? Like I said, I think I mentioned. I don't remember. We
But
don't
the
really
most
take
important thing, the most
advice.
important thing, if you're going to go to a family function or you're gonna go to whatever, don't come empty-handed. Come with a six-piece bucket of KFC. It'll be a great time. Everybody will love it.
Yeah, but if you don't hate yourself, then maybe put in some effort and I don't know, man. Do whatever you want. I don't care. KFC is all right. Popeyes is better. Jollibee is
All right, whatever.
untouched.
All right, all
Probably.
right. Listen, man, I will defend that sad old white man. It's finger looking good, I guess. I don't know. You know, I saw two homeless people fuck right outside of a KFC.
Oh
just
my God.
just the most quality shit, man. Crispy.
You too, huh?
What that'll be it for this episode. More on the way.
Yeah.
Uh, any last words?
Don't fuck with Egyptians.
And Samoans. Thank you.